Hey you guys, it's Peter, and I'm back. Of course I'm back, I'm not going anywhere. Boost! Peekaboo, I see you because I'm YouTube famous now. Available in 2021, the album, Dad, AF, Rock On, Gold Dust Woman. Boost! How are you guys doing today? Wow, it's wow. It's Friday. I feel both of those sentiments. Honestly, it has been a week. It has been a really long week, and I took yesterday off. I didn't film any videos on any of my channels, and I posted something on Twitter, and I just want to say thank you so much for the support I received yesterday. I woke up yesterday morning and found out that one of my dearest friends in my entire life and my old sponsor had passed away. And it's been a tough week, you guys. There's been 4 people in my life that have passed away in the last week. Four people. And I'm just like, man, you know, like, life truly is short. And, you know, I feel so incredibly blessed to be able to make videos. I don't think people really get it when I say it. I don't think anybody really has any idea. And so today I woke up and, you know, I'm a believer that you put one foot in front of the other and you do the best that you can, right? And I woke up today and I just was like, I don't know that I can sit on camera. And I was like, you know, this is how I get back to normal. Like, this is how I push through the pain and get to the other side. And years ago when my mom passed away, one of my really close friends who had lost a son, I called her and I said, you know, like, everybody is telling me to move on. And I said, I don't really know what that means. This is kind of turned into a Peterisms video, but bear with me. And she said, no, she said, we never move on. She said, but we move through the pain to the other side. And you have to allow yourself to feel your feelings, but you'll carry those people with you forever, you know? And I talked a little bit about this on my vlog last night, and I'm going to talk more about it in a video on my Peter Does Stuff channel today. But I think that's the honor that we can pay people that have passed, you know, people in our lives, is to continue to carry their memory and the funny things and the traditions and, you know, the personal jokes and all of that kind of stuff, and smile when a song comes on the radio and sing it at the top of your lungs as if they were sitting in the car with you, you know? So let's move on and let's go to the drama. But before I do, I want to ask you guys a favor. I announced this on my vlog. I put it on my Instagram story twice. I'm going to put it on my Instagram story again today. So if you want to do it, all you have to do is go over to my Instagram. You could follow my Instagram too if you wanted to. But I'm going to put it on my Instagram story. And it is from HW Feed, okay? At HW Feed. And that's Hollywood Feed. And they are a local pet food supply store and things like that. Well, 6 days ago, I think it was, let's see, 4 days ago, they posted this picture right here. I'm going to show you the receipt right there. It's this picture of this dog, and he's like in a crate, and it says 1 like equals $1 credit to local shelters. And when you go underneath here, it says, Happy Shelter Appreciation Week. Yes, you read it right. 1 like equals $1 credit to local shelters in need. And when you go through here, it lists the 8 shelters that they are dividing it between. And it's Memphis Animal Services, Fur Kids, Legacy Humane Society, Houston Humane Society, Pet Helpers, Paws for Adoption, Greater Birmingham Humane Society, and the Friends of Indianapolis Dogs Outside, of which I have friends that work for. This is a really easy way to donate money without having to donate money. I think they are matching it up to $1,000 for each person or for each organization. So really, you only have to get it to 8,000 likes, and it's currently sitting at 5,770. I would love to get that to 8,000 likes so that every organization on there gets $1,000 worth of credit. I think that would be fantastic. So anyway, there's my little favor that I am asking from you guys today. All right. Listen, I promise you, in the next couple of days, I hope to be my more cheerful, drama phone, happy birthday, Lena self. I don't know what to say. I just was like, today I'm just going to sit down and I'm going to make a video and I'm going to just do the best that I can today. So I don't really like have tons to talk about today. I wanted to talk about something that I noticed with Tati, and I want to talk about something that I noticed with Shane Dawson as well. So I guess I need to put up, you know, a little lip gloss. Isn't it funny? It's like, I was thinking about this with putting on lip gloss the other day, and I was like, well, so this person that passed, my old sponsor, was a really dear friend of my friend Tanya Jean's too, and I had to pick her up at the airport the other day because she just got back from Florida, and I was sitting there and I was putting on lip gloss, you know, in the car like I do, and I was thinking, and I had thought recently of this as well, that scene from Steel Magnolias, when Dolly Parton's getting ready to go to Julia Roberts' funeral, and Sam Shepard says he's going to go with her, and she's surprised because that's her husband and he never goes to anything with her, right? And so he like lifts up, I don't know why this is making me so sad. He like lifts up the, what do you call it? I feel like I just talked about this in a video. The waxing, the wax, you know, for like waxing eyebrows and stuff like that. And he says, what's this for? And she said, to make you pretty. And she kind of like starts crying. And you know, it's interesting because all of this fluff, you know, like I saw that Manny put something out yesterday. I actually was going to read this statement. This is just kind of all over the place today. You're going to either love this video or you're going to hate it, or you'll feel somewhere in between. But Manny put this video out and he said, it's so wild how when a loved one passes, life really gets put into perspective. Makes you really not give a F about the little things and really focus on the big picture. And I think it's so true. I really do. I really think like in those moments that are just like very serious to me in life, like I don't care about any of it. You know, I just like don't talk to me about this. Don't talk to me about Shane Dawson. I could care less about Shane Dawson in that moment, you know? I could care less about talking about these people. But that being said, too, you know, it's like late last night, after I got done vlogging, like I couldn't focus on my audiobook and I couldn't focus on anything else. And so I was like, I'm going to sit there and I watched Wentworth. And Wentworth like helped me get out of my head a little bit. And I think that makeup and talking about these people and all this kind of stuff like helps us get through. I don't know. I think it's a distraction, you know? I think it's a way for us to like cope with the crap in life. That's probably why I get so many messages from people that are like, hey, I just went through the worst breakup ever, but thank you for your videos because they made me laugh and whatever. So let's laugh, okay? Let's laugh and let's talk about Tati. Now, I have to tell you what happened, all right? So, you know, I've been watching some of Tati's videos since she's been back, and I noticed the other day that Tati put out this, hold on a second. She put out, I should have it pulled up because I was just searching her. She put out this tweet. Let me get to it. Just a second. Here she is, Tati Westbrook. And I was like, well, first of all, she's been uploading really, really late at night. When she did the video where she talked about, here, I probably mentioned this when I did the video the other day. But when she did the video talking about, where is it at? She did the video talking about like why she was stopping Tati Beauty. She said something about, okay, having a hard time with this video. I'm going to try to finish it and still post tonight, but man, this is a tough one. Thanks for your patience, okay? And this was her video, The End of Tati Beauty. So I go watch this video. Here, I'm going to pull it up just to look for factual evidence. So I go and watch this video like I'm sure the other 1.1 million people that have watched it did, right? And it's 8 minutes and 45 seconds, okay? It's rather short. So she kind of postponed this video through the night, and I went and watched that video, and I have to be honest with you, okay? Like, I thought it was a very nice video. It made me kind of sad at the end. She showed footage. You know, I talked about this in a previous video. At the end, she showed footage of, what do you call it? Like, where her launch party, where she had subscribers, and showing the swatches, and her being excited about all that. And that was kind of sad to me, you know? It's like, I don't love ever to see the end of somebody's dream. So anyway, but I'm watching it, and I thought, the first thing I noticed was kind of like, you know, It's interesting because I made this comment yesterday in my video, and I said, when I was watching, or like the day before, when I was watching Jeffree Star's video about the closet tour, like my first reaction, just as like a normal person, was, I thought he said he was getting rid of all this stuff, okay? You know, I think people often think that like, I sit over here with like an agenda, or like a, you know, a notebook filled of like ideas. I'm just watching these videos like the rest of you guys, and just giving you my response, you know? It's really like, I guess I'm more of kind of like a reaction commentary channel. So when I was watching Tati's video, I thought, she doesn't seem overly emotional to me in this video, and there really aren't a lot of jump cuts. I mean, it's literally like a 9-minute video where the last minute is footage from the past of Tati Beauty. It's kind of like this, you know, like saying goodbye to Tati Beauty, but she doesn't seem really super emotional in the video. I mean, I thought, based on her tweet, that I was going to go to it and it was going to be this super, super highly emotional video, right? And it really wasn't. And I believe probably that she has had a lot of time to kind of like, I mean, she's known this was going to end long before she made the video. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like she found out and then made the video the next day. Like, she's had a lot of time to come to terms with this and this decision. So I don't know. Well, that was interesting to me. Okay, like when I watched that video, I'd just be interested to know what you guys think. Like, for me, I was like, if this business that I was like was my baby, and I just would be kind of like, I don't know. Well, I'm just an emotional person anyway, y'all. I cry all the time, you can see, you know. So anyway, I was putting all kinds of disco skincare on my face today because I was like, I have got to get rid of these dark circles. My eyes are bloodshot from crying, you know, all the time. I put some face moisturizer on and my lip gloss, and I'm like, listen, I need to go out in the sun and get me a good suntan again because I feel like I've been beat up by life the last week, you know? But hey, I'm still standing. I'm still here, you know? I have to say this on a side note. I know this video is all over the place, you know, whatever. If you're going to judge me on a video, don't judge me on this one. I'll just say that, you know? I just wanted to put something out today. But that's not the end of the Tati thing. Oh, that's not even the beginning of it. But, you know, I was thinking about this the other day. It was like, now I don't even remember what I was going to say. Oh, somebody said, you're such an inspiration for, like, getting up and just, like, pushing through when, like, stuff in life happens to you. And I'm always, like, whenever, like, something happens to me, I'm like, what's the alternative, you know? And I feel like I was raised, I mean, I get this from my dad. Like, my dad was always the person that, like, I mean, he was up and out of the house by 5 o'clock in the morning and didn't come home till, like, 6 or 7, 8 o'clock at night, you know, meetings and surgery and all this kind of stuff. And he's always, and then when he's home, he's like working on a book or he's a sculptor, and so he sculpts. I mean, there's always something, right? And like, my dad is that person, and I think that I got that from him. But like, I've always wondered, like, in going through like really tough stuff in life, like, I have friends of mine that literally, like, get in bed and can't get out. My mother was like that, you know? And it breaks my heart for them. It really does, you know? And I feel like I don't want to waste one more day that I was so preciously given here, and that's why I just, even if I'm putting out crap, I'm like, at least it's a little crap, you know, maybe tomorrow will be better than today. So then I want to go on and I want to talk about this Tati thing that I saw, because this was really interesting. And so then she posts a video, the end of Tati Beauty. Okay, she puts uploading. That's important, okay? Puts uploading. Then she posts the end of Tati Beauty, okay? And then she puts, which is interesting, that she puts the end of Tati Beauty because the actual title of the video is Why I'm Closing Tati Beauty, okay? So then you go up and same day she says, happy I was able to not get over emotional while filming this video, but I'm a mess reading your comments. And then she posted the YouTube video. Now, I did say this in my last video. You know, she made a comment, something in the video, that she's a strong, empowered woman, and strong, empowered, and she doesn't want to cry on video anymore. And, you know, in all honesty, for me, when I see somebody break down on camera, and maybe this is just because I cry so much on camera, but, you know, there were years where I just was, like, non-emotional, stoic, never showed any kind of emotion whatsoever. And, you know, when I came back in after a couple years of not being in, you know, going to meetings, when I came back in, it was just like floodgates opened. So for me, when I see people cry or people get emotional, and to show emotion could be joy or sadness. It doesn't have to just, we say, I'm emotional, and we always think that means sadness. You know, like, to see somebody get emotional, to me, is such a strength. It is like such a strength to say, I don't really care what you think of me. This is where I'm at today in my life, and I'm going to show that, right? Like, I think that's such a strength. So to say I'm not going to cry on camera, to me, that's fear. That's not strength. That's fear of saying, I'm afraid of how people will perceive me if I cry on camera, you know? So anyway, so Tati said that in the video, and now she's, you know, talking about the comments and whatever. Then she said she's wide awake. Then she said uploading, so many of you are loving the new time. This is where it was interesting. She started uploading like really late at night, you guys. Like between 10 and 2 in the morning. Like 10 p.m. to 2 o'clock in the morning. It was weird, right? Okay, well this is what I wanted to talk about. So this was where, hold on a second. Did she take the tweet down? Hold on a second. Okay, I stopped the camera because I knew she wouldn't have deleted this tweet. I mean, it really wasn't that big of a deal, so I was like, there's no reason why she would have deleted this tweet, right? Okay, so hold on a second. So one day ago, she posted uploading, right? And this is something like when YouTubers do this, like, is this a trick? Does this work? I'm doing it today. I'm going to put uploading on here, okay? And I'm going to see if people are like, ooh, what does Peter have to say? Oh my Lord, he's uploading. What's the uploading, right? Okay, so she puts uploading, right? But then she says, and this video will likely get me in trouble. LOL, see you in a bit, okay? I just want to see what the comments are in here, if they're similar to what I thought. Because I was like, what's she going to say? Like on the heels of her just like saying, I'm closing down Tati Beauty, like what's she going to say? You know, like when you got somebody that's got nothing to lose, that's a very dangerous person because you don't know what they'll say. And I'm like, is she going to get in a video and say what we've been waiting to hear? Like, is she going to tell some truths? I mean, she just talked about possibly reading the, what do you call it, the transcripts from the lawsuit, which I can't even imagine how many hours of a video that would be, and on and on and on. So I was like, what is this video going to be where she is saying, this video will likely get me in some trouble, LOL, right? And so there's all these people on here that are like talking about how like they're waiting for it. Like we need this video. Oh my God, I can't wait. I keep refreshing, blah, 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 all this kind of stuff, right? So then she puts out her video and it's, are you ready for this? New, I will never buy any of this anti-haul video. Okay? So let me tell you about this video. I went and watched this video. Hold on a second. The video is like 16 minutes long or something like that. I watched it. I waited. I was like up late watching for her to post. I was like, when's she going to post? Hold on a second. 16 minutes and 38 seconds. Even when you get into the beginning of the video, she's like, hello, how are you? Like she's real serious, like trying to play it off. And I'm like, what is she going to say in this video that's going to get her into trouble? And so I'm watching it and I'm like, is she going to talk about one of Jeffree Star's new releases? Is she going to talk about Manny's release? Is she going to, Laura Lee's holiday release is coming out? I'm like, what is she going to talk about on there, right? You guys, honestly, like it's a cute video. It's whatever, but it's, yeah, the glasses said the same thing. It's boring. It's Boresville, right? And she sits down and she goes basically through like the Sephora holiday like list of like what they're putting out, and she's talking about stuff at Nordstrom and all this kind of stuff, and she's really talking about like really expensive price point skincare and cosmetics and why would anybody buy these things and blah 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 whatever. Really the only thing she says in the video that's going to get her in any kind of trouble whatsoever, and she's so afraid to say it. I'm like, girl, what are you afraid to say? I'll say it in the video, okay? I don't care. She's like, yeah, I haven't really worn Anastasia of Beverly Hills in like 2 years. And she was like, I don't want to say something that's going to get me into trouble. She was like, but like, she goes in and talks about them for like literally 30 seconds. And she's like, do you guys still wear it? Like, whatever. And she says something about their releases. Yeah, Anastasia of Beverly Hills put a new palette out every 2 days, okay? It was overkill. It was way too much. I think the only reason people know about Anastasia of Beverly Hills anymore is because it's the makeup of RuPaul's Drag Race. They give you like $900,000 worth of that stuff that's probably waiting to go into a mystery box somewhere. I don't know, okay? Now, Norvina, she's always been real sweet to me, okay? And I think she's a real sweet gal and all that kind of stuff. And I like their stuff, but you know, like, back in the day when I was getting sent the palettes, you know, I mean, I would open a palette and I'd be like, I mean, one of them was like, I mean, it was like thing one, thing two. You know, I mean, there were so many releases of Anastasia Beverly Hills. So it's like, oh, Tati wants to get like real messy, but like she's going to come for a brand that like nobody, I mean, Norvina herself from Anastasia Beverly Hills would probably be like, yeah, we put out way too many pallets. You know what I mean? Like, that's your messy thing. Oh, girl, please, right? So then I'm like, why is she kind of like clickbaiting this drama a little bit, right? Like uploading, putting it up later at night. Oh, this one's going to get me kind of messy and whatever. And hey, listen, Tati can do whatever she wants to do, right? But as somebody that I thought wanted to stay so much out of drama and all this kind of stuff, why are you like, why would you even go there? Why, you know, I just feel like, I don't know, like Tati establishing herself as just a reviewer. Because like watching the video itself, and she says at the end of this, I didn't want to go out and spend a bunch of money on products that I knew I wasn't going to use. And she said, so I just wanted to go through and show you guys these things and tell you what I wasn't going to buy. I mean, it's really not even an anti-haul, okay? It's really just, let me tell you what I'm not going to buy for so expensive and blah, 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 whatever, right? And she talks about like certain like high-end, really, really like La Prairie and things like that. I mean, she goes in there and talks about these brands and things, and she's real honest about it. And you know, and I'm like, this is not a bad video. Like, it's not super exciting, okay? It's literally a, I mean, when I was watching it, I was like, this is really like what a drama channel does. You like collected the receipts, just like going through and screenshotting the Sephora thing and then threw them up in your video and just talked about this stuff for 16 minutes, right? And she wouldn't have to buy any more products. But I think like people really like her when she's being honest and she's being truthful. You know, Tati, if she called me up and said, Peter, what's your advice, you know, going forward with my career? I know she wouldn't. I know she could care less what I have to say. But what I would say to her is, you know, Tati, you have such a solid foundation of people out there that really, really enjoy you, and they really enjoy your reviews, and they have looked past the drama, and they don't care anymore. I wouldn't even hint at any of that. I wouldn't even hint at I'm going to get messy, right? I mean, you could tweet out something and not say, oh, people are going to be upset with me over this one. I think that gives the connotation that I'm going to say things about past drama. And whether you like it or not, you were in past drama, okay? And the thing is that I was looking back over this. Well, hold on, let me just finish my thought there. And the thing is, you were in past drama. Whether you want to sit here and say, I'm clean as a saint today and I've been, you know, reborn and all that kind of stuff. Hey, congratulations for all that. You were in drama. You chose to be in drama. As a grown adult, you chose to be in drama. And people are always going to compare Tati of the past to Tati of the future, right? So if it were me, what I would do is I would go forward with a standard where if you want to put out a video title and say, the brand I will never use again, you know, hey, I think more people would probably watch that than people are going to be real upset over this and, you know, thinking that you get messy or whatever. You don't need to do that, okay? You don't need to do that. You've come back, you've handled it correctly, you've handled it appropriately. You don't need to come back and play those games with people. Just put out what you need to put out there. I honestly don't understand the uploading thing either. Is that like, hint, hint, my video's coming out? Like, maybe, I mean, I've seen a lot of people do it. I mean, it's not anything new. Like, I need to maybe do that, you know? But anyway, I was thinking about this, though. It's like, you know, when you look at all of the players in the whole situation with all of the drama, I need to probably go and just, I need to probably write down a timeline and what I really think about this. And I know people are like, why, who cares anymore? I mean, this was like, you're talking about, each of these people had like anywhere from like 1 to like 20 million subscribers. 20 million, you guys. 20 million, okay? When you look at this situation between Jeffree Star, Shane Dawson, who has 20 million subscribers. Jeffree Star has 16 million subscribers at the time. That's 36 million. Tati had 10 million. You know, James Charles. I mean, you're talking about, and I'm sure a lot of them like were overlapping, okay? But you're talking about, let's just be fair and say 30 million to 40 million people, okay? Caught up in this drama that 4 adults chose to be part of, okay? You know, James Charles being the youngest of that. But the rest of them, grown adults, okay? That chose to be in this stuff, right? And then just to say, well, I'm not part of that anymore. Well, you sure didn't have a problem sitting down and starting some of it, right? So it's like, I don't think to engage in, I think to show maturity and growth, to not engage in any drama going forward and not even hint at that would probably be best. Because I think there's going to be those people out there that are going to be like, without even watching the video, hell, I'll post a thumbnail on my Twitter and somebody else, based on the thumbnail alone, they're like, I don't need to watch your video, I already know what you said. Girl, don't judge a book by its cover, you know? So I don't know. I think you might lose some people if you put that out there. But anyway, let me know what you think about all of that kind of stuff. I actually, those are the videos from Tati that like, like, I didn't agree with her on everything, like high-end candles, because I would love to have a couple high-end candles, but it was interesting. Like, she did say this one thing, and she was like, she showed the picture of the candle, and then she was like, I mean, that candle, it was kind of funny. She was like, this is the candle that you would have to dust off because it would get so much crap on it. I was like, that is true, though. Like, welcome to my world. Anyway, all right, let's move on. I want to talk about Shane Dawson and Ryland Adams. So, let me have a sip of my coffee really quick, please. So I was looking at, and then I decided to watch it, Ryland Adams' newest vlog, okay? Which is called something like the newest member of our family. And if you go to any of their thumbnails, here, I will do a reenactment of the Ryland vlog thumbnails, which Shane Dawson is doing, okay? Because these are historically Shane Dawson thumbnails, okay? They're like, it's two people and they're like this. You know, and it's always like, you know, their newest, it's that. So what's interesting is this, okay? I went in and I started watching this vlog. It's boring, okay? Some of them are interesting to me. Like, I like his family. I like Ryland's family. But the back and forth between Shane Dawson and Shane Dawson always being on. And what I mean by that I think people don't understand is, like, I don't really feel, I feel like in The Haunting of Shane Dawson, you saw like maybe a glimpse at the beginning. And when Shane gets really, really mad, okay, like if you're sitting down with your friend at the end of the day, right? And like, let's say if she works at Macy's in the perfume department, right? And you're a shopper and you go up to her and her name's Judy Smith. And she goes up there and she goes, hi, I'm Judy Smith. How are you doing? Let me show you the newest Chanel. We have a Chanel that just came out for Christmas. You're going to totally love it, right? And you're like, oh, okay. And she's like, now this is the Chanel this and this is the Chanel that, blah, blah, blah. That's what I call somebody being on, okay? That's a persona. They're affected in that moment, right? They're on. That's Jeffree Star. You never see Jeffree Star just having a moment. Okay, now let's fast forward to Judy Smith coming and meeting you at the Cheesecake Factory, okay, for some chicken fingers and a glass of wine. And she sits down and she throws her purse out and she says, girl, let me tell you, I've had a day, okay? I've had a day. I am so tired of these people coming up and asking for free samples of Chanel. It's worn me out and I'm real tired and I still got to go home and feed the dogs and all this kind of stuff, right? That's a real, genuine, authentic moment, okay? There's a huge difference between, hi, how are you? Blah, 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 whatever, right? Or a stand-up comedian, okay? Somebody that's on stage as a stand-up comedian. Have I told you this joke? Ha, ha, ha. Do-do-do, you know? Okay, and then that person, if you want to see a great movie about humor and stand-up comedians, go watch Punchline with Sally Field. It is, and I think Michael Keaton, it is fantastic, all right? But what you see is that some of the funniest people out there are some of the people that struggle the most behind the scenes. And I really, really believe that, right? And so when you see this with Shane and Ryland, you really never see an authentic moment with Shane Dawson. I don't even know at this point if Shane Dawson has the ability to be authentic, except for when he feels like he's being forced to, or when he's angry. I really, unless they just don't catch it on video. I see a lot of authentic moments with Ryland, I really do, where Shane will say something and you can see like the pain in Ryland's eyes where his feelings are hurt a little bit, or something like that, or Ryland get excited about something, and maybe that's because I kind of relate to Ryland on some level, just from that point of view, but like you can see him kind of get excited about something or whatever. Like, I feel like with Ryland, you do see a lot of authentic, genuine moments, right? So you would think that he would pull that out of Shane, but I don't see that, okay? I just constantly see this very jokester person making jokes, joking, blah, 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 Shane Dawson. Well, that's what this video is again. It's about them buying this dinosaur deal. Okay, it's whatever. Go watch the video. But what was interesting to me when I went and I looked in here, right, was that Ryland the numbers have pretty much doubled in like the last 3 months, okay? Hold on a second. And when you go to his channel, here it is, I'm pulling it up right now. Here's the thumbnail, see, oh, they're starting, hold on a second. When you go to the thumbnails, you can see, okay, they all look very identical. Here is Ryland and Shane. Ryland's got a blue shirt on, Shane's got a spiraling shirt on. Here is Ryland in a different shirt and Shane in his spiraling shirt. Here is Ryland in a different shirt, black shirt, and Shane in his spiraling shirt. Here is Ryland in a different shirt and Shane in his spiraling shirt. Oh, every video, Shane in his spiraling shirt. Does he only own one shirt? The man is worth a fortune. Can he not buy more shirts? Anyway, every thumbnail is, and every video is him with that spiraling shirt on, okay? So anyway, but when you go in here and you look, the last 3 to 4 months, 3 months, here it is, our new house tour, 3 months ago. Wait, we're moving, not clickbait. From that video up is when the videos start doing really, really well. And what you notice in that video, okay, is that they're going forward, every thumbnail is Ryland and Shane Dawson together. The vlog is not really Ryland vlogs anymore. The vlog is really Ryland and Shane vlogs, is really what it is. It's the two of them together always, okay? Which this video was, by the way, a sponsored video, so congratulations on that. And Shane even, like, sneaks in the sponsorship part of it, and it's like, he, like, looks in. It's just always that. It's so, like, weird. It's just, like, Ryland's doing this, like, really nice, like, sponsorship about this wine subscription thing, and Shane, like, pokes, here's the door, and he's like, and I'm like, you're not funny, okay? Like, I don't find that funny at all, like, at all. Honestly, I didn't back in the day. That was never what was interesting to me about him, you know? It was kind of like, I don't know. So anyway, so I'm sitting there and I'm looking at this, and I mean, Ryland's getting great views on his vlogs. I mean, he's getting, you know, like 700, 800, 900, 1,000 views, 1 million views. The last one from one day ago is at 508,000 views, and I'm sure within a few days it'll be at 700,000 or 800,000 views. He's doing really, really well, right? And I'm like, this is interesting with all the speculation that we had over, you know, like, how is Shane Dawson going to come back and all this kind of stuff, and people throwing around this term redemption arc. We can leave that term in 2021 when we go to 2022, okay? I am so tired of that term redemption arc. I don't even know if I believe it, okay? I'm tired of narrative. I'm tired of gaslighting, especially when it's done to me. I'm the new Gabby Hanna. Don't gaslight me. I should get merch that says that. Don't gaslight me. I should. But gaslight, narrative, panties, and juicy, I still don't like those words. Leave those in. I don't like those words at all, okay? I don't like panties. I don't like juicy. I don't like meaty. And I sure as hell don't like them all used in one sentence, okay? And definitely not in a sentence with Gabby Hanna either. So anyway, but I got all these words I don't like, you know, but the redemption arc. It's like we always have like one word and then we like kill it, you know, like for that year of talking about videos. But let's talk about the redemption arc since I brought it up. Who, me, a hypocrite? Never. Anyway, so that was called an authentic moment right there. Okay, so let's talk about this redemption arc. What it really is Ryland Adams handed Shane Dawson the redemption arc, right? Because I think what happened at some point was people were like, just let Ryland do what he wants. And when you go back here and you look, like, Shane has been making his thumbnails for a long time. Shane's been a part of this Ryland Adams machine that is going on. I mean, well, first of all, he invented it because he is the one that said, do you remember the very beginning when he was like, I'll never push my husband or I'll never push my boyfriend's videos and I'm not going to have him. Do you guys remember Shane saying that? Please don't make me go back. It's already probably deleted anyway. On a video of his where he sat in a video and he said, I want to introduce my boyfriend, but he's not going to be in my videos. I'm not going to push him. I mean, Shane said that, right? Oh, flash forward 2 years. Shane Dawson's literally handed him his career on YouTube. Yes, I know that he was on Clever News before that. His videos weren't pulling any views, okay? So that he literally hands him this career on YouTube, right? And then he is called named Vlogger of the Year. He won the award, the Shorty Awards, I believe, the Streamies or the Shorties or whatever for Vlogger of the Year. Okay, I mean, I just was kind of blown away by all of that. And so, like I said, like, I don't dislike his videos, and they're cute, and he has his family in there, and I like Morgan and stuff like that, but it's like, I don't know. And now here it is, he's turning it into the Shane and Ryland thing, and I think what he's doing is getting people really, really comfortable with Shane being in there, and the people that, like, love Shane are coming because of that, because his numbers have grown. Since Shane is in all of the thumbnails, he's getting, like, 300, 400,000 more views a video on his vlog. So just making it easier for Shane to come back, you know, with that 300 or 400 people. And what he's basically doing is, let me show you what a normal, just down-home guy I'm married to and Shane, or I'm engaged to, and Shane Dawson. He's just such a normal guy. He's so normal he don't ever change his shirt, you know? God, you need to take that one to the dry cleaner. Anyway, I just thought it was interesting. I was like, you know, like, but there has to be like as much conversation as Shane and Ryland and Morgan always have behind the scenes about the algorithm and who's pushing this and whose numbers and subscribers. I mean, they've had so many conversations about that through the years on and off video that you have to think like this was very contrived in some way. I don't just believe that Ryland's like, hey Shane, you want to be in my video today? No. You guys have no idea how these people work if you think that, okay? Shane and Ryland have sat down and they have mapped out how they're going to do these videos. Like, this is what we're going to do. And Shane's a take control kind of person. Like, when you're in his presence, like, he's definitely, like, he's not poking behind corners, okay? He's a grown man, okay? And he presents himself that way. And he's very business. So, that little peeking behind the corner, that's what he shows the audience, because that's how he manipulates the audience, okay? But behind the scenes, they're having conversations, and Shane's like, this is what we're going to do, okay? And we're going to do this, and we're going to do that, and Ryland's like, well, let me throw you an idea, and Shane's like, okay, yes or no, whatever, right? But who you think is the creative director of the Ryland-Shane team? It's definitely Shane Dawson. So, it's interesting to me. I'm wondering then what's going to be the next step. Like, is he just going to start putting out regular videos? You know, I thought there would be some kind of follow-up at the end of The Haunting of Shane Dawson. Like, this is what we're going to do next. And like I talked about in the video the other day, I talked about Jeffree Star. Like, his merch can't even sell. You guys, those t-shirts, those I Survive t-shirts that he came up with based on that series. Like, I don't know who told him that was a good idea. But he should start wearing that t-shirt in videos instead of that spiraling t-shirt. Maybe that's the one they can't get rid of. I don't know. But anyway, he can't sell out of those t-shirts, you know. But so it's almost to me like people have like forgiven Ryland and put him out of the situation. So Shane's figured out my way to forgiveness is through Ryland. Because people don't really have as many issues with him as they do with me. Obviously. Why would they? You know? So anyway, let me know what you think about all that in the comment section below. I love you guys, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.